Today we're solving problem 19 from the Amc 10A from 2020. As shown in the figure below, a regular dodecahedron, the polygon consisting of 12 congruent regular pentagonal faces, floats in empty space with 2 horizontal faces. Note that there is a ring of 5 slanted faces adjacent to the top face and a ring of 5 slanted faces adjacent to the bottom face. How many ways are there to move from the top face to the bottom face via a sequence of adjacent faces so that each face is visited at most once and moves are not permitted from the bottom ring to the top ring? So here is the dodecahedron. This is what it's supposed to look like. And we're saying that this is the top ring and the bottom ring's this bottom here. We want to know how many ways it can go from the top to the bottom without it actually going from the top to the bottom. It has to be layer by layer. Well, we just have to consider the cases. So there's 5 faces for this first layer here, because there's 5 sides here. That means there's 5 pentagons here corresponding, 1 pentagon corresponding to each side length of this top one. And for it to move to any of these 5 pentagons in this first layer, it's going to be 5. Then we're going to have to multiply it by the cases it moves around it. Now we have to count the number of clockwise and counterclockwise because those two are actually different. So for it to be clockwise, it has to move this way. The total number of moves after it moves here is going to be times 9. And if it ends up on... So when it ends up on one of these squares, you're greeted with going around or going down here with these 2. Now you're only supposed to multiply 2 here because there's only 2 possibilities for it to go down. And now when you're in this final layer, there's still 5 more pentagons to go. So you don't multiply by 5, you multiply by 9 via the same concept we thought over here on this first, technically second layer, and where we can move either clockwise or counterclockwise. So this is another times 9. And this is going to be the total number of ways because that's like the least amount of ways before you actually move to the bottom. This is going to be 81 times 10 or 810. So that is going to be our answer.